Hello and Assalamu alaikum. I'm Marwa. Welcome to Naramis. Extractive taxation is considered as one of the main causes of the French Revolution. Taxation, especially if the burdens are perceived as unfairly high or disproportionate impacting a certain class, could trigger a civil unrest. Pakistan is doing that. We have a new budget. It's lopsided, heavily taxed, and a non-inspiring endeavor, which at best could kill the economy. It's an IMF-approved experiment with no political vision or stimulating strategic direction. It is said that a tax regime defines the essence of any budget. It's a primary tool for government intervention. This year, the FBR revenue receipt has been increased. Last year, it was around Rs 12 trillion, and this year the target is Rs 14 trillion. On paper, this looks fabulous. The government has been able to increase tax to GDP ratio, which is around 10% now. But the problem is our taxation model is taxing the already taxed public. The middle class in Pakistan has contracted, and according to the latest World Bank report, poverty has increased. Our headcount now stands at 44.7%. That means 107 million people can only earn $4.2 a day or less. The larger question now is, does the latest budget demonstrate any genuine effort by the government to help people rise above the poverty line? No, it doesn't. In other words, what we are accepting is that our future economic policies, at least for 1 year, are completely indifferent to 45% of our total population. These are really bad statistics. On the other side of the divide, the government has exempted around 100 setups from taxes. One needs to ask, are all of these setups non-profit organizations? The answer is they are not. No situation could better define the elite capture of Pakistan's economy, impervious to the considerations of equity and distribution. Let's dig deeper. The new tax regime has included pension, which is essentially a welfare payment in the tax slab. Not to mention that the government has reduced pension increase almost 50% than the increase in the year 2024. Likewise, the government has withdrawn 25% rebate privilege from teachers. Another misstep is an increase in petroleum levy target by 26% for the next fiscal year. This will affect everything connected. The government intends collecting additional over Rs 300 billion. To the public, that means 90 rupees per litre. The FBR, unable to collect taxes from retailers, is now eyeing taxing e-commerce. So the vast majority of the public who are engaged in online entrepreneurship will now be hit badly. They have to pay 18% sales tax. There's a present danger that this will backfire too. The measure will discourage international online firms from doing business in Pakistan. In the auto sector, the government has increased taxes from 8.5% to 18% on hybrid cars. Is this climate change supportive action? No. Well, on the other hand, the FBR is all set to introduce 2.5 rupees per litre carbon levy. It is likely to translate to further increasing petrol and diesel prices. The harshest tax raise is on banking withdrawals. Tax rates on saving accounts will be 15 to 35% depending upon whether someone is a filer or a non-filer. The government is also increasing tax rates on profit-generating instruments, including mutual funds, to 25%. Against that, only 15% on stock market dividends. Additionally, the government is considering a further levy on daily withdrawal exceeding Rs 50,000. There are many negative secondary and tertiary effects which will impact our economy. There's a famous quote on taxation by Chanakya Kautilya, a professor at Taxila University in 100 BC. A king must collect taxes like a honeybee, enough to sustain the state, but not too much to destroy. Unfortunately, we are hell-bent at destroying our economy. Drop your thoughts in the comments below. For detailed insights and in-depth coverage on related topics, be sure to like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Until next time, stay safe and stay kind. Allah Hafiz.